not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Thinks I've earned a rest.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Quite the predicament.
Bunch of sluggards.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. Still, however pressed. But his lordship, he employed his usual method. Poor old Gregor departed last. That's the sort of man that noble is. That tyrannical Sir Ludolf.
A welcome respite
Suppose I
from
ought
all
to
that
earn my
hustle
pay.
and bustle. All seems well here, but you can ne'er be sure.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ear.
Suppose I ought to earn my...
Firstly, pray, 'tis my duty to guard it. Yet, a duplicate now rests in its place. And I must beg you, generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it. Though not in battle, of course. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve indeed. When the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless, and I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown. I should be well glad to see my hopes for our kingdom and its treasure.
A fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts.
I'm in fine fettle today.
I hear of course, the matter of attendance is, you see...
There's comfort.
I walk home when I know how to spend.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I put...
What is life without a little
Look,
spice?
as long as you please.
I only pray my watch finishes without it.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our door... Doors shall remain. Open and our beds soft. You know where to find. I fear I've no wisdom to offer. These are troubled times, but rest assured, our door...
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this.
When I return from afar, a good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Quite the predicament.
Best not be bothering me for no reason.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
The stories I've heard would turn.
Seems naught ever goes on.
It is quiet about.
Always the same. They are. My fur is just how I like it.
Perhaps I'll go on an events me in a contemplative mood.
I like to come here when I need a minute to think.
Can't remember the last time
What have you done about this?
Always the same. They are today, just how I like it.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Suffice it to say, Thank you. You know, many of our patrons wish to... Yet there is something to... I lived a but one man 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far. Here I am. 'Tis no simple matter. Here I am.
I'll take any chance not to on my
Wonder if today.
What should I get up to?
Not sure what they expect.
Must hold.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain open and are much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Look as long as you please. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. Reckon I know honest any of these lumps in a square.
Look as long as you please.
No shame in letting down their hair now and then.
Well met, sir.
This hustle and bustle puts me
Any
right at home.
mistakes this
Time
time.
to prepare the next batch.
Look as long as you please.
Nothing more deadly than getting comfortable.
I've more time than I know how to spend. Not much going on.
Not sure where I'd be without this one. I ought to find someone to buy me a drink. Crowns and politics are no good. What a delightful breeze.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
Secrets.
A place to soothe the spirit.
Oh, how lovely.
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
Such quietude is a blessing.
My sincerest apology. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end. Or so I'd sworn. But I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it, and recall that I've devoted years. If the proof I seek yet exists, I suppose there is truly naught I can do. Save deliver him a gruesome. Still, if you insist, 3 days. I shall wait patiently.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
A difficult choice indeed.
Only person I believe in is myself.
This place always puts me at ease.
What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
Over here, if you please.
I've not much to offer you, sir.
Only person I believe in is myself.
This place always puts me at ease.
You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
Wait, your equipment's coming.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Let them talk. I'm too old.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm high.
I quite like it here.
Still waiting on that report.
Even the best of
Ought to
us
be
has
said,
his limits, I
peace
suppose.
and quiet.
I cannot help but be wary of what I've seen.
Raiden ne'er put gold in my pocket.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
I'd sooner stay out of that. I've clean forgotten.
This is no small quandary.
My heart cannot take this. My rage snuffed out in the blink of an eye.
You're asking for it.
What a fool I was.
Thirst sets the field, then act accordingly. That's it. I've had enough.
I'm not going to take that from you.
Mustn't let the captain see my knees knocking.
I'm surrounded by winches on all sides.
Must hold out. One come.
The best quality of salted now.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Then it stands to reason the Captain Branch would know of him. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I just nodded off for a moment there.
Who there? Might I beg a favor? Of you. You have my gratitude.
I feel a sight. Once I've had my dinner.
Idleness is a luxury.
The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
What's life without a bit of fun?
You have my fullest confidence. To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing under normal circumstances. I wouldn't, but this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, his fall from grace would do much to further our cause. Perhaps the merchants he deals with. Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter. Some piece of physical evidence would be far less You have my fullest confidence. Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Shall we make for the merchant quarter and investigate the abodes of merchants with ties to Minister Allard? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend... Would that I was kept half as busy as I... Much obliged, sir.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Will this take long? I would...
Slim pickings of late.
I've been here so long, my wares. Forgot why I came.
Hey? Got a blade what needs fixing, do ya? Hand it over. Where'd you find this ancient thing? I can scarce see the steel for all this rust. But hold a moment, the state of it. Blades like this were ne'er meant for battle, sure. Restoring an antique like this, although there is one who might have the skill. A dwarf, Oren Batal.
So, a legendary blacksmith resides in Batal. It sounds as though he's our best bet for restoring the Regalia sword.
It is as you say. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
This looks as good a place as any.
Say, well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man... I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine. As if that wasn't queer enough. He's apt to talk your ear off. I cannot fathom his obsession.
I've naught to say.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Would you mind coming over here? We're here, Master.
Don't talk to me if you've nothing.
That's one piece of evidence in hand. We might search for more, if you're so inclined, Master.
There's no great shock to me.
As Minister Allard is one of the Queen Regent's faction, I expect he speaks regularly with the Regent King Sven. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I've more time than I know how to spend. When does my The sooner my duties are concluded, it seems my fate always leads me
Places such
here.
as this depend upon my vigilance.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
After all, even should the dragon appear, sometimes I wonder if I'm
As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position. Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how... No progress as yet, then.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
I cannot help but be wary.
Can't wait for the new equipment.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet
Cannot
life.
afford another night of cavorting.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Better off.
I'll not tolerate your presence.
Ho there!
Off with you.
Time was, you scarce saw any bistro. You'd think that'd be on account.
All I need's my help. Always a fresh breeze blowing round here. Now here's a welcome sight.
Got to face it. No one's coming to my rescue.
You have my fullest confidence. Merchants with connections to Allah, some piece of physical evidence, would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. Interesting. So Allard has been leveraging his position to line his pockets, right under the Queen Regent's nose. I doubt she will be happy to learn of this. Yes, this should be more than enough to disgrace him. However, 'tis not enough, of course. If your intent is not to kill him, but merely denounce him, then I will gladly assist you however I can. I see. Enlisting the aid of Regent King Sven may shine light. You have my fullest confidence. Do not forget that we work to
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Oh, so I've learned.
Now here's a welcome sight.
All honest coin is made while the sun is
Time
high.
for an early supper.
Watchful eyes can be turned.
Those new recruits could barely lift their sword.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
I've been on my feet. Dead. My legs was dead.
wish to expose Allard's mystique. Ah, but of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ...
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
I'd swear I've not blinked once since I was there.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
Oh, wait for the new equipment to come in.
Would that all places were so welcoming as this.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance. I visited his manor. I recall that he was rather particular about... Mayhap he's concealed aught behind. Shall I summon him? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and... Excellent. I will send word to... Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
anyone else shares my sorrows. Reckon I'd spend my life here if I could.
We've obtained a solid piece of evidence.
At least here I can...
Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest.
Wonder how long I'll keep this.
Seems I've bit off more than I can chew.
Nice place to sit. And
This is nothing you can't handle.
What's all this about? What's all this about?
I do like it here, but it can get very dull.
No sense dwelling.
Let me think on this a moment.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you, unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one. Is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in, never mind the mask. Consider it a chance.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
I do not wait. Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust. Then come, Master.
I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape separately. Should we both make it out of this unfettered, let us meet till then.
Did Lady Wilhelmina make good her escape? Mayhap we ought to look in on her anyway. Napoleon.
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
Slim Pickens, right?
Oh, no. You!
I can't even think straight.
Oh, how I've longed to embrace.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
I need to replenish my stock. This is a place to forget one's.
No one will disturb me here.
It's nice to see everyone out and about.
It's on me to bail.
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it. It would seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident, shrewd as a den of foxes. I truly cannot thank you enough. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my bordlery will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
someone do aught about this?